Fire has always terrified humanity, and yet, for thousands of years, one people have guarded it, not as worship, but as a symbol of something eternal, truth. Purity, the light of God. They are called the people of the fire. The Zoroastrians, one of the oldest religions still alive, a faith born in ancient Persia. Long before Christianity, long before Islam, before history itself was fully written. And today, their flame still burns. Zoroastrianism is the indigenous religion of Iran. It began more than 3,000 years ago when a prophet named Zarathustra, known to the West as Zoroaster, received a vision that would change the spiritual history of humanity. He preached a revolutionary idea that there is one supreme God, a divine force of wisdom and goodness, known as Ahura Mazda, the wise Lord. This made Zoroastrianism one of the earliest forms of ethical monotheism ever known. At the heart of Zoroastrian belief is a powerful concept. The universe is a battleground between truth and lies, between light and darkness. Zoroastrians call this struggle Asha, order, truth, righteousness, Droj, chaos, deception, destruction. Human beings are not powerless. Each person must choose their side through a simple moral law. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. This is the soul of Zoroastrian. Zoroastrians are often misunderstood as fire worshippers, but they do not worship fire. Fire is a symbol, a living reminder of divine light. In their temples, an eternal flame burns, representing purity, truth, the presence of Ahura Mazda. These temples are called Atashkadeh, houses of fire. Some sacred fires have been kept alive for centuries, like an unbroken thread connecting the modern world to the ancient past. For a time, Zoroastrianism was not a minority faith. It was the religion of empires. The great kings of Persia, Cyrus the Great, Darius, Xerxes, ruled under the shadow of Zoroastrian belief. It shaped the mighty Achaemenid Empire, Parthian Empire, Sasanian Empire. Persia became one of the world's greatest civilizations, and Zoroastrianism was its spiritual heart. Zoroastrianism's influence reaches far beyond Iran. Many ideas that later appear in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam may have roots here: angels and demons, heaven and hell, the final judgment, resurrection, the end of time, a savior figure. In many ways, Zoroastrianism helped shape the spiritual imagination of the ancient world. But history is rarely kind. In the 7th century, Arab armies conquered Persia. Over time, Iran became predominantly Islamic. Zoroastrians were reduced to a small minority. Many fled, crossing the sea to India, where they became known as the Parsis. Others remained in Iran, holding on to their identity through centuries of change. Their numbers declined, but their faith survived. Today, Iran is home to only around 25,000 Zoroastrians, mostly in Yazd, Kerman, Tehran. Yazd, in particular, is often called the last great Zoroastrian stronghold, a desert city where fire temples still stand and ancient prayers are still spoken. Despite their small population, Zoroastrians remain officially recognized, and remarkably, they hold a permanent seat in Iran's parliament, alongside Christians and Jews, a rare reminder that this ancient community still has a voice. Zoroastrians have unique traditions surrounding death. They view earth, fire, and water as sacred, and believe the dead body should not pollute them. So historically, they practiced sky burials in structures known as towers of silence. Bodies were placed high, returned to nature under the open sky. Though rarely practiced today, these towers remain haunting monuments to one of the world's oldest belief systems. Zoroastrian culture is filled with ancient celebrations. One of the most famous is Nowruz, the Persian New Year, a festival of rebirth and spring with roots deep in Zoroastrian tradition. Other festivals include Sadeh, the Great Fire Festival, Marigan, celebration of friendship and covenant. These rituals remind the world that Zoroastrianism is not a dead religion, it is living history. The Zoroastrians are few, but their legacy is vast. They are the last guardians of a faith born in the dawn of civilization, a religion of fire, not as destruction, but as truth. And somewhere in Iran, inside a quiet temple, the flame still burns, a symbol that even after empires fall, even after centuries pass, light can survive. They are the people of the fire. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the world's oldest surviving religions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because history is not gone. It is still alive, in the people who carry its flame.